Om. 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 And now again, we shall repeat the Omkar thrice for earth peace through self peace. For we are entering the new age of earth peace through self peace. And we must cut through all the negativity and turmoil and war and race hatreds upon this earth with the sound of the Omkar. And later you will all be made to do earth peace through self peace meditations. I will do with you the earth peace through self peace transmission. May there be goodwill on earth and peace to all mankind. Om. In this world of froth and bubbles, two things stand out alone: empathy in another's troubles, courage in your own. Om Namah Shivaya. We are now entering a new age. This age is a dichotomy. 7 years which are to follow from now, we shall be making a great endeavor for earth peace through self peace. Not bothering whether the earth peace comes or doesn't come. The high command, the divine love, the divine transmission, the divine essence tells us that we must pray for earth peace through self peace. If earth peace is to herald the dawn of the new age, we must all realize humanity, our uniting religion. Breath, our uniting prayer. And consciousness, our uniting God. This is the 11th commandment of the new age. The 10 commandments had been given before, long time back. This is the 11th commandment. Let it seep into your heart, sink into your souls, and with the indelible ink of memory, let it be imprinted in your minds that if earth peace is to herald the dawn of the new age, we must all realize humanity, our uniting religion, breath, our uniting prayer, and consciousness, our uniting God. And it is towards this end that I give you this 11th commandment. All my teachings of the Siddhanath Yoga Parampara and the Kriya Yoga techniques will be demonstrating these three facts, these three living beings. Humanity, our uniting religion, breath our uniting prayer, and consciousness our uniting God. After I finish with this satsang today, I will give you a practical experience to all of you who are here, who are in person, who are absent and yet present on the YouTube. I shall give you all an experience. How breath is the uniting prayer of humanity. I will give you this experience by breathing through your breath. I will prepare you a little, and then you must understand this fact that unless our planet is a very small place on Earth, from deep space it's seen as a little blue marble. Can we not keep this blue marble in peace and harmony? Are our minds so fidgety, so agitated, that we can't bring peace on earth and goodwill to all mankind on this little blue planet, the blue marble which you can hold in the palm of your hand? Of course we can, because our hearts and consciousness are 1,000,000 billion times bigger than the planet Earth, and we must use our heart, the egoless heart, the egoless consciousness, to expand and envelop this little earth which has temporary fragments of hatred and lust and greed and enmity and treachery. All these small things can be blown away by the tsunami of your love. Alak Niranjan Adi Ha. Those who clap late, don't clap. Alak Niranjan Adi Ha. Alak Niranjan. Don't clap late. Who's the person clapping late here? Don't clap. All this group, stop clapping. You're distorting the image. I'm giving the image to God for earth peace through self peace. By you clapping out of tune, you're distorting the image. Don't clap. Alak Niranjan Adesh Ha. I will explain to you one by one the new message for earth peace through self peace. This is the standing soul power of the Siddhanath Yoga Parampara. Humanity, our uniting religion. There can be no religion but humanity. If there is even one person less in the whole of humanity, then that is not the religion of humanity. And this is the purpose. This is our goal, that we must bring all human beings on earth on the same platform, on the level playing field. Be different, but at the core of your soul, be one. So if the whole of humanity is agreed that they are human beings first and all the rest next, then there should be no problem of humanity being our uniting religion. But they may not intellectually know it. They must realize that from the core essence, we are one. And for this, I have devised a method called the Earth Peace through Self-Peace Meditations. I'd like everybody on every full moon to go there and practice the Earth Peace Meditations. It's all given on the YouTube. It's given everywhere to the support system, to the Kriyacharyas, to the Hamsacharyas. Everybody has it. And pray for earth peace through self-peace. For today, these times, it is most important that you pray for earth peace through self-peace. There are dire consequences. The earth is in turmoil. The earth is in a partial state of a warlike situation. And yes, you and you alone can do it by practicing the earth peace through self-peace meditations. Am I so important? Am I so good? Am I so powerful? Yes. You have the soul power, you have the power of the Lord within you. There's nothing you cannot do. And collectively, humanity can bring about earth peace through self-peace. Humanity, our uniting religion. The technique is practice earth peace through self-peace. The second portion of the 11th commandment is breath, our uniting prayer. The human breath, the pran, the life force energy which you have within you, that is your uniting prayer. The uniting prayer cannot be Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, because if I chant it as a Christian, my Hindu friend will say, no, we want Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. But then my Muslim friend will say, no, we don't agree with that. We want La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. So I am right as a Christian, my Hindu friend is right, and my Muslim friend is also right. So what is the remedy? The remedy is to find a common denominator, a suitable technique which suits everyone, which helps everyone but contradicts no one. We must try to think, what is the connectus connecti of humanity? Is the connectus connecti chanting Our Father or chanting Om? Christian will say we have Amen. Muslim will say we have Ameen. So we don't get together. The connectus connecti of humanity is the human breath that you are breathing. A Christian, Muslim, Hindu, people of all denominations can stand shoulder to shoulder and side by side and breathe the life of God and yet not offend one another's feelings or sensibilities. Aye? Therefore, breath is our uniting prayer. That is the future of humanity. That's the future of the new age, the golden age which is to dawn upon us in 2032, 7 years from hence. You will be very, very matured and blissful in your meditation and Kriya sadhana by then. Kriya Yoga itself is the connectus connecti of humanity because it is breathing, it is the breath. So breath our uniting prayer. Today, as you sit before me, personally, pratyaksha, and as there are people present listening to my talk, and there are also people absent listening to my talk. Present are the pratyaksha people, absent are the aproksha people. To all of them, I will give the experience of the connectus connecti of humanity, the common thread of love through breath. I shall breathe through all the people. Even if there are 10 million people or 10 billion people, I cannot, for the Lord is with me. And I promise you, if you open your hearts to me, I shall breathe through your breath and clear the cobwebs through the hollow of your spine, through your Sushumna Nadi, which is called the spinale vertebrale. That's where the evolution of humankind takes place. I? So I will breathe through your breath today. This is what I have to give you. And in the great texts of the process of moving to God, which is called the dharma, which you in your language called religion, the oldest is Sanatan. We didn't call it dharma or religion because there was no other religion, and then we didn't have to call it religion. We called it eternal. And in that it is said, the true initiation of the Sadguru or the living master is he should be able to breathe through the breath of his disciples and take them to another dimension of peace and love. Om Namah Shivaya. Now, after this 11th commandment, humanity our uniting religion, if earth peace is to herald the dawn of the new age, don't say that the masters didn't warn you what to do. Don't say that the masters did not give you a technique. Don't say that the masters did not give you a soul cry. We are giving you the soul cry and telling you the remedy. If earth peace is to herald the dawn of the new age, we must all realize that humanity is our uniting religion, breath our uniting prayer, and consciousness our uniting God. And the dynamics of this we will do today by giving you the breath as your uniting prayer. And mind you this very carefully, that all intelligent peoples of the earth are gathering together for earth peace. But I have another thing to tell you. They go to the United Nations organization, which is good, but total earth peace shall not come about through a United Nations organization. The earth peace shall come about through a United Minds organization. Om Namah Shivaya. Then we have a vision statement. They often ask me, Gurunath, what shall we do when the Kalki avatar, when the second advent of Christ comes in the year 2032? What is our work? What do we do? So our work is basically given to you as I am telling you that it is the practice of Kriya Yoga. This is one of the works. If you want to know in a larger sense the works, we have a mission statement which is now a vision which will be transformed into a mission. The Hamsas means the soul. We the souls, we the Hamsas are meditated to the furthering of human awareness. This is your first work. When the Kalki avatar comes, besides your Kriya, you will be meditating not only for your selfish gains, not only for your selfish greed or your selfish prosperity. You will be meditating to further human awareness. We are meditated not only for our evolution, but to further the evolution of humanity. That is the first mission statement. The second mission statement. We are dedicated to serving humanity as our larger self. We don't consider humanity as something different from us. We don't consider people who are dying of hunger and starvation and who are being killed in wars as something separate from us. It is an extension of ourselves. If they die, an iota, a little portion of us dies too. If they are prosperous, we are prosperous. No man is an island. You throw a little pebble into the lake of humanity and the ripple effect will affect the whole of humanity. So also be connected to humanity. Put forth your shoulder to the wheel. Put your best foot forward. Put your best heart's power forward. And go for the positive thought. We are meditated to the furthering of human awareness. We the Hamsas are dedicated to serving humanity as our larger self. When we serve humanity, we help ourselves. This is the best way to get rid of your ego, which is the cause of all problems, hatreds and wars on this earth. Service before self. Serve humanity as your larger self. By that I don't mean starve yourself or don't help yourself. God helps those who help themselves. So first you help yourself also. You've all ridden in a plane. First they say when there's an emergency, the mask will drop. Mother puts the mask on her face first, so she can think properly, she has oxygen. And then she puts the mask, helps the other humanity and other people as her larger self, her son. Do you understand? And the third is the work that you have to do. We the Hamsas are devoted to new life awakening for earth peace healing through self peace healing. That is the earth peace through self peace meditations. We the Hamsas are meditated to the furthering of human awareness. We the Hamsas are dedicated to serving humanity as our uniting self. And we the Hamsas are devoted to new life awakening for earth peace healing through self peace healing. The new life awakening is awakening your Kundalini of knowledge. Kundalini Kriya Yoga. Get knowledge first. Get your divine sight first, and then lead the other blind. Don't try to lead them before, because one blind man leading another blind man, they will both fall in the ditch of illusion and error. So therefore do your Kriya Yoga, get enlightened first. So we the Hamsas are devoted to new life awakening, awakening our inner knowledge for earth peace healing through self peace healing. Let this be imprinted on your hearts and souls, for this is your work when the Kalki Avatar comes. I shall be there with you as the presence. You shall not walk alone. Now, after 5 minutes, relax yourself as much as you can. I shall breathe through your breath. I shall breathe through your breath. Give me a hands up if you've understood what I'm saying. On the screen, give me a hands up. Can everybody hear me clearly? Can everybody hear me clearly? Before I start, relax your body and your mind. I will be giving you the true initiation. Time is short. Life is fleeting. There are so many things to do. I will be giving en masse initiations to 10,000 people, 10 million people, 10 billion people, 10 trillion people, even they will go out of this planet, in other planets. Because we are entering the golden age, and as we pass through towards the golden age, there's going to be a lot of turmoil and a lot of warlike situations on this earth. There will always supposed to be good situations. There will be good treaties formed between people. There will be good bondages formed. Countries will make friends with one another, and country will stand up arm in arm with enemy countries who are trying to destroy the harmony of this world. This is an urgent situation, and victory shall be ours. Be totally relaxed, don't use your mind. I will breathe, you will breathe normally, and then I will breathe through your breath. Your question is, Gurunath, if we are breathing normally, how do we know you are breathing through our breath? This is my problem, right? That's what they're going to ask. You will know that I'm breathing through your breath. When I come in, you will be breathing the Kriya breath or normal breath. When I come in, I'll clap. Hup! The moment I clap, I will enter your breath, and my Chaitanya Pran, my life force energy will enter your breath, and your breath will become longer, richer and deeper. Don't be scared, keep breathing, but you will feel that I am pushing your breath up and down. I am pushing your breath up and down. Do you understand? Even the Secretary of State, even the President of the United States does not have a secretary to breathe for him. But you sitting here, you have a secretary, me, to breathe for you. So don't think you're any less important than the President of the United States or Russia, or even Putin doesn't have that, who commands everything. I wish I could have a chance to breathe through their breath. I think their mind will get very refined with that. I'm praying they give me an opportunity sometime when we need a lobbyist. People like Dan Kogan and all have done a great job. We have old people like Matt Hodges, and we have seniors like Ranbirji. If you do a lobbying job and go to the President of Russia and they give us an appointment, I'll definitely breathe through his breath. I'm sure I can purify or simplify his thinking into earth peace. That much I can do. What do you think of the idea, guys? Aye? So it will all happen. We don't, if they're stuck up or snobbish, we don't even have to go there. By the velocity and the power of our love, we will overpower them, and we will shatter hatred with love. The deluge of love shall triumph in the end. Glory, hallelujah! You'll feel the lightness, you'll feel the negativity going out. How many can feel the negativity going out? Raise your hands, that's right. Now the lighter one, be totally open. Do not use your mind. Just feel like when you're eating a gelato ice cream. Who's this? Is that Tom? Oh, Abhi. Who's that? Bala? Oh, he needs it. So you'll feel the lightness in the whole body. I'm preparing you for breathing through the breath. A cleansing has to take place. All negative things have to get out. You will feel it if you're receptive to me. Don't worry. How many can feel it now? Raise your hands. A very, very good receptive audience, a receptive spiritual group of people. I'm very happy. Your souls have responded. Now wait for 5 minutes. If I am a teacher and a preacher, and I tell you that humanity is our uniting religion and breath our uniting prayer, I should be able to demonstrate that, shouldn't I? That breath is uniting us all, shouldn't I? Then only you say, oh, he is not a teacher, he is a true master, right? That is one of the litmus tests of a master. What is the litmus test? You should be able to breathe his life force energy through your breath, his pran through your shwasa-shwa, the breath and fire. This camera, this stupid thing, can we just temporarily remove it to the side? I don't care.
YouTube.
Huh?
All the people on YouTube are getting it, and the Zoom people are coming from that.
That's a big threat. No, but if we remove it to this side, will the YouTube disappear? You just have to rip it open from the carpet and did this thing.
You can try, but
Okay, let it be. Yeah. Okay, now let it be Bala, it's okay. The only thing that will happen, that if you keep it from there, now they are seeing the front, and if they keep it there, they'll see 3/4 angle of my face, which in Hollywood, when they take photos, they say always take a 3/4 view. There was this lady from Russia, Ukraine, who you know very well. She was the one who told me that the 3/4 view is the ideal view. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I learned from expert photographers. Okay, now, dear souls, be attentive, dear souls. Straighten your spine and drop the shoulders. Sit with open body language. Drop all inhibition and armor. Drop all inhibition and armor and become like a child of 5. If the master can project 10 to 20 feet and contact you with his living breath, can he not reach 10 to 20,000 feet, 10 to 20 trillion miles and contact everyone in the solar system? Aye? Because there is no modern technology or communication between you and me, except these people who are floundering here in the modern technology. They are light years ahead. They are light years behind the yogic technology. Right? What are you doing now?
we're going to set up the camera here in any case.
The 3/4 view?
The 3/4 view. And then once that's set up, then we'll stop this one.
No, let it be. They are trivial things.
No, they said it's overheating.
That's overheating. So then I was right. It will overheat because if I give the force of life force, it can explode. You remember at Agape how 300 bulbs fused? That was overheating, too much of voltage. Who was there at Agape that time? 3,000, yes. Both our senior Hamsakriyaacharyas were there. And it just fused the whole 500 bulbs.
You want to get some questions from YouTube? Or?
You want questions or should I start with the technique? I'll wait for the technique.
Yeah, wait for the technique.
I'll wait to give you the technique. In the meantime, a few questions.
So, is this, Bala, is this microphone on? I'll ask a question from YouTube, and then if you guys have questions, please think of them now, and then we'll go between YouTube and live. Yep. Okay. The first question from YouTube, from Matt Cachola from Anaheim. How will the declaration of the Kalki Avatar affect our sadhana? Will we be able to achieve enlightenment easier?
So the question is, how will the declaration or the second advent of Christ, the coming of the Kalki Avatar, help us? Will we find Kriya Yoga more easy? Kriya Yoga has always been easy. The person you are concerned with, Kriya Yoga, are already teaching Kriya Yoga. But yes, as the Kalki Avatar declares the new age, the golden age, the dawn of the beginning of the golden age, your sadhana, your mind will be more calm and your Kriya Yoga will be blessed and be easier to do. In the meantime, the master who you have a direct contact with, the SatGuru, he will be the person helping you. He will be responsible for your Kriya. And the Kalki also will help by balancing the three gunas. He is balancing the dharma. He is bringing equanimity and poise to the minds of humanity and peace and love to their hearts.
Any questions from?
Master, will the Kalki teach the Shiva Shakti breath to the masses?
Why will the Kalki teach Shiva Shakti when I'm already taught Shiva Shakti?
For those who don't know.
Two masters, they don't overlap one another, they don't contradict one another. If the necessity arises, of course he will. There's no question at all. He has authority, he's the full-blown master and the divine avatar. The second act, he can do anything. But why do you want to learn Shiva Shakti again?
Oh, no, I don't. I mean,
To other people who've been left out?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. He can teach the Shiva Shakti and the Kriya. Definitely. Because that is the highest body of Krishna coming as the Kalki. Next question.
Namaste, Gurunath ji. Could you expound upon your experience with Babaji, where you opened up the seed and the
No,
onion?
speak louder. Put the volume higher. Put the volume higher. Yes.
Thank you, Guruji.
Now I can hear. The volume is the culprit there. Yes.
Could you kindly expound upon your experience with Mahavatar Babaji, with the onion and the seed?
I can give you breathing through the breath, which is Babaji. I can give you the aftermath rather than the menu of my experience. I can tell you after my experience with Babaji, I was able to breathe through the breathing of others, to give samadhi to others, and to bring peace in their hearts. This is what I was able to do. And this is the litmus test of a person who has met Babaji. He should be able to give all three things: Shaktipat, Pranapat, and Shivapat. Shaktipat is the energy transmission which I give you, which a lot of people give or don't give. Pranapat is when I breathe through your breath, the life force energy. And the Shivapat is a state of Paravastha, Samadhi, which I give you. And during the process of Shivapat, you can see many changing faces in the Master, and you can make out for yourself what your connection was with that past Master. I do not say or claim anything. It is your experience which will speak for you. Next. If you want my experience with Babaji, have a look at the video Wings to Freedom. In that I have explained my experience with Babaji. Can Dr. Kogan tell him where this is available, the Wings to Freedom? Is it there on our merchandise for sale?
Yes. Aye, it is.
Then please
Yes, it
buy
is.
that. Please buy Wings to Freedom. Is it on a USB or is it a plate?
DVD right now.
So isn't a DVD obsolete now? No, then how do you see it? They have to buy a DVD machine for that.
There's a question from Melissa Harrell from Berkeley. I've been practicing Kriya Yoga for
Is that person present in the hall? Or?
No, this is a YouTube question.
Okay.
I've been practicing Kriya Yoga for a year and working to change deep generational patterns, but I still get very triggered with my strong-willed, highly sensitive kids. How can I work through this faster?
Let go. You don't try. It's your ego that is trying. Let go. Practice Kriya. Surrender to the Lord and practice your Kriya as it comes. Don't be stiff, don't be flexible. She said something about the children who distract her, right?
That they're strong-willed and highly sensitive kids.
Strong-willed and highly sensitive kids. Then do not put kids on your lap, or do not go in the area of the kids. Separate yourself, be alone and practice with a humble heart. I am there for you as the presence. Don't let the kids come when you are practicing. For that time, you can get a nanny or the grandmama nanny or whoever you want. It will come through, don't worry. You don't try to do too much. Surrender to the Lord and do your Kriya. Sit still. Drooping shoulders, straight spine. And now you do the Kriya or breathe gently. I am going to breathe through your breath now. Last moment fidgeting shouldn't be there. All the ladies who want to do their hair like this, do your hair, do this, spread the balsam of the sun, be totally relaxed, drop all inhibition and armor, and become like a child of 5. And gently breathe. Be aware of me, either with open eyes or closed eyes. And gently breathe. But be aware of the Sadguru. Drop all your inhibitions. As you are aware of me, I am there for you as the presence. The more you open your heart to me and relax, the more specifically I will initiate you. I will empower you by giving my life force energy, my sacrosanct light in your breath. And when I make the sound of hup, your breath will become longer, richer and deeper. Breathe. Let go and flow in your breath. The Sadguru, the Master, is before you. And now I am entering my life force, the light life, in your breath as I clap. Ready? Pop! Keep breathing as the breath gets longer, richer and deeper. Let go of all thoughts and inhibitions. Very good, you're doing very well. I will push your breath up and down effortlessly. Now breathe down. I am there for you as the presence, and I've initiated you. Cleanse the spinal cord. Relax and open your eyes. Relax and open your eyes. And now you see the connectus connecti of humanity is the human breath through love. Breath our uniting prayer. When I clap the sound, how many is breath lengthened? Raise your hands. Look around you and see how many have raised their hands. Look back so you can see the whole reaction. So those who have not got it, are these the new ladies? Who are the new ones? Raise your hands. The new ones. This is the new lady in front. I can't see her hand behind the other lady. Yes, yes. Did you get it? Yes. Like this. What happened? Okay. I'm going to do it again. 95% of the people got it. Excellent. All of you, why some don't get it? Either they've had a bad time at the office, their boss has given them a firing, or something has disturbed their mind at home, so they come with a disturbed mind. I'm telling you, drop your mind. Keep your mind out with your shoes and sit like a child of 5. When I make that, have you done Kriya Yoga, the ladies, the 2 ladies? Oh, they haven't done. So you just breathe gently. When I clap, your breath will be pushed up. It will become longer and deeper. Open your heart to me and be receptive. Do you understand? Open your heart and be receptive. And don't get nervous, okay? Sit totally relaxed. Drop all inhibition and armor. Do not worry. You will also get it. But the mind has interfered. Do not let the mind interfere. Feel the difference. Feel the breath. When we're eating a chocolate gelato, we're not using the mind, we're using the feelings. Wow, it's so lovely. So be in the feeling zone and start to breathe now. I'm going to do it twice. Be tuned to me. Feel the feeling. Feel my breath in your breath. When I clap, your breath will become longer, richer and deeper. Just let go and relax. Be like a child of 5. Ready? Very good. Keep breathing. Take a deep breath, long deep breath, and you'll feel it's flowing with great ease. That's right, the energy is flowing in the spine. Sometimes the breath will stop, only the energy will flow in the spine. Sometimes you'll get a sudden flash of light, different feelings. Okay, now relax. If you don't get it, don't worry. When you sleep and you let go at your bed in the night, you'll get a very deep sleep. That means the spiritual energy of the Master has entered you. Second time, how many felt it very distinctly? Raise your hands. Second time. I can't see your hands. Raise your hands right up. Right up. So those people who couldn't feel it the first time, second time also, don't worry, relax. The moment you let go, you will feel it. So everybody has felt it. Now, we will go on to certain question answers, after which I will have the break for you people. We will continue. Okay. I'm just going to do a certain thing. I'm going to make you stand up and sit down, and then I'll make the sound. See if any energy movement is there. There's a mental block. I'm trying to remove this. Everybody stand up. Inhale a deep breath. Raise your hands down. Exhale, sit down. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Don't fidget, man. Don't fidget. You're fidgeting. Close your eyes. Has the body become a little lighter? Raise your hands. Those bodies became a little lighter. If you're fidgeting, it won't happen. That lady there is fidgeting, doing a shawl. I cannot work on you. It's like a sensitive surgery. So if 99% have received it, the 1% can sleep, relax, she'll get it. All of you got it? Raise your hands. Excellent. YouTube people we cannot see, of course. So there's something mentally tense. I want you to relax that by letting go. Next question.
Guruji, can you explain?
Can you turn up the volume, Bala?
Guruji, can you describe the mechanism by which the downward breath of pranayama?
Can you describe a mechanism by which?
The downward breath of pranayama
Yes.
burns karma. What is karma made of, and how is it burned exactly?
Okay. You devise a breath or downward breath, you do your Kriya Yoga. That is the breath. Va is the upward breath and Shi is the downward breath. As far as the constitution of pran is concerned, I do not know whether anybody has described the constitution of pran. It is the basic factor which underlies the whole of creation. It is the connectus connecti of the whole of humanity, and it is the force of activity. The pran lies hidden in the three gunas. The sattva gun, which is the electron, rajogun, which is the proton, and the tamogun, which is the neutron. The electron, sattva-gun electron is luminosity. The rajogun proton is activity, and the tamogun neutron is inertia. Now, pran lies in the subatomic particle of the proton of rajogun. It has the seed of procreation in it. It is very, very powerful, and it moves creation to procreation. Pran is the moving life force of the universe. It is contained in the proton, and the proton's quality is activity. And this subtle essence called pran moves from protonic life into others. Those who have conquered all their desires can throw their pran into 1,000 people and make them breathe through their breath, like I have done. So the pran. Now the pran also has other factors. When the pran is in its very mild state, it is called the breath of life, normal day-to-day breathing. When you concentrate on your breath, that breath becomes life force. When you intensify the life force, that life force becomes kundalini. That is the divine Shakti, the light, which evolves the human being, which evolves his mind. And the kundalini, when intensified, becomes consciousness. And the consciousness, when perfectly absolute and still, becomes the divine Lord. This is the alchemy of total transformation. So I went to the core and told you what it is.
So there's another question from YouTube. Pranam Gurunath, this is from Soran Mufti. Can a disciple have two different Satguru masters? If so, what happens to the disciple's karma? How can both masters work out the disciple's karma?
Can a disciple have two Sadgurus? Yes. Second question.
What happens to the disciple's karma? How can both masters work out the disciple's karma?
What is the second one? How can a master work? Can the disciple?
What happens to the disciple's karma? How can both masters work out the disciple's karma?
My answer is that this is a foolish question. It comes from the division of the questioner's mind. Can we have many skies, or there is but one sky? The Sadguru is one. Your limited mind can chop up the sky by placing your finger like this and saying, this is my Sadguru, this is my Sadguru, this is my Sadguru. But the Sadguru, in essence, is that all-pervading consciousness of stillness through eternity, composed of nothing, yet of which all else is sure composed. It stands supreme beyond all dreams, eternally reposed. So how can you divide that all-pervading consciousness of stillness through eternity? Your limited mind may divide it, but in fact, your limited mind is the one that is needy, that is limited, that is ignorant, not the Sadguru. There is only one Sadguru in the whole universe. Let us say I am a Sadguru here. Sri Yukteswar is another Sadguru. Padma Sambhav is another, in different times. Or at the same time, if there's a Lahiri Mahasaya and Sri Yukteswar and Paramahansa Yogananda, you know, the Sadguru is the pure essence of Lord Shiva, pure essence of the Lord God. It is like there's a saying in India, Gaumukh Anek or Ganga Ek. Ganga Ek or Gaumukh Anek. So the physical form of Lahiri Mahasaya or Sri Yukteswar are the Gaumukh, that's the form and figure, but the spiritual essence of blessings which flow from both of them is of God. So God cannot be divided. The Sadguru essence is the same, but physical masters, their physical bodies can have different faces, but the Sadguru is only one, and that is the Lord God. These people have realized that Lord God, and therefore are representatives and ambassador of that Sadguru called God. That's why Sadguru is called Gurura Brahma, Gurura Vishnu, Gurura Devo Maheshwara, Gurura Sakshat Parabrahma Tasme. He is Parabrahma because he has contacted that state. So the true core essence of the Sadguru, there is only one. Like I'll tell you the Sadguru, I'm describing the Sadguru. Behind the fragmented space-time events of the material world, there lies the all-pervading consciousness of reality. That all-pervading consciousness of reality is the Sadguru. Can you chop him up? Yes, if you're a little child, then they will say to one another, I have two different Sadgurus. And what is the name of your Sadguru? So one little child will say, Santa Claus. Because many people have said, one child came to me and he said, I know who you are. This is about three or four people. And he said, you are God. And I know you're him also. Three-year-old boy. I said, chant it. You know the hymn of God? He said, yes. So I said, chant it. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Santa Claus is coming with his toys for us today. So this questioner, his mind is like that Santa Claus. Your mind, you see, you are God to the extent you know God. You yourself have the Sadguru essence. They cannot be divided. Two Sadgurus cannot be there. There is some mistake. And if there are two Sadgurus, they will automatically make one. The one you have been initiated from first, he is your Sadguru. But you have to make sure whether he is a Sadguru or not. You can read my book, The Lightning Standing Still. You'd know how to recognize a Sadguru. Because many people mistake world leaders, world teachers, personal gurus for Sadgurus. I do not want to say anything or hurt anyone's feelings. So I've written a book about what are the qualities of a true master, the living master. They usually don't clash with one another. They are in harmony with one another. Next question. And karma, you do Kriya Yoga, you get your karma done.
Yogiraj.
Is your volume okay, Santosh? It tends to glow. It slips down. It becomes less and less and less. Can you raise it?
Is this better?
Can you raise it? Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Good? Okay. How do I and my husband have a spiritual child?
How do I and my husband experience?
To have a spiritual child.
Okay, now it's her question. See, there's no difficulty in the question. It is Bala who is making the mistake. Okay, put it on 0. Put it on 0. Can you put it 0? No, so now speak. Let us speak. I can't hear anything.
Soft now.
I can't hear anything.
Okay, here.
That's
yeah.
what he was
I got
doing.
voice now.
That's what you were doing last time. Okay, now I'll tell you this. You see, this is, firstly, tell me your name, where you are from.
My name is Pearl, and
Your
I'm
name
from
is what?
Pearl. Pearl?
Say
Like
your
a
full
pearl
name.
from the ocean?
Say your full name.
Pearl Price.
Spell it.
The full name?
P-R-O-M, prom.
Pearl, P-E-A-R-L. Price, P-R-I-C-E.
Where are you from?
San Diego.
Okay. So I cannot make out the name, but anyway.
Pearl.
Huh?
Pearl.
Pearl.
P-E-A-R-L. Pearl.
T-E-A-R-L.
Like from the oyster.
Pearl. Oh, P-E-A-R-L. Pearl.
Yeah.
P-E-A-R-L. Pearl what?
Price.
Pearl Price. Okay, so Price Pearl. Okay. So one of the greatest enterprises which humanity can undertake is two parents parenting a spiritual child. It is one of the most noble and graceful questions which a mother would ask, because every mother or every father would definitely, we feel humbled, but who wouldn't like to have a Krishna, or who wouldn't like to have a Christ? Nobody would like a Rasputin, although Rasputin was a very intelligent man, or the other guy. So mothers always meditate and do practice Kriya Yoga. In brief, I can tell you that the parenting for spiritual children is done in 3 stages. It's prenatal parenting, natal parenting, and postnatal parenting. So the prenatal parenting starts when husband and wife choose one another. They usually see, in America I've seen most, is my husband a spiritual person? Does he meditate? Does my wife like meditation? Does she like devotion? Then they get together. Nowadays this is happening. So you choose either by your horoscope, tallying, or by your relating with them, dating them, associating. you get together, you find a proper partner. Now, 12 months before the child is born, you know, they say, oh, we are planning to do a job, we are planning. They're wasting their time. You should be planning for a spiritual child. And for 1 month, abstain. When you abstain 1 year before, you start meditating and praying for a spiritual child. And when the parents sit together and pray, you have a photo of the Krishna or the baby Christ or the baby Shiva they have. Lord, we are praying for a spiritual child so the earth can be a better place. We are humble. We are prepared to make any sacrifice. We are prepared to discard our ego. But dear Lord, please come into me. Please come into my womb. Please bless my husband with pure thoughts. So our congress, our sacred relationship should be sacrosanct with thy spiritual essence, and may we sing thy praise forever and ever, O Lord. Please come to this humble home. This is our prayer. So in the first trimester, that is, if you start 9 months before you have the actual child, not a year, 9 months. So from the 9th, 8th and 7th month, your child will be formed in the mental sphere. He will be formed in Swargalok, Bhur Bhuva Swaha. For that's the cycle of birth and death in that. Then, after the first prayer, you go to the second level, the second trimester, which is 6th, 5th and 4th. 6th, 5th and 4th. Now that there's 6 months, 5 months for you and 4 months are left before you can interact as husband and wife to bring forth a spiritual child in your womb. It's the second trimester will be emotional. There you will start listening to devotional songs. You know? And when you listen to devotional songs, then the mother's heart will develop in her emotional body, and the parent will develop the baby Christ, the baby Jesus. Gentle Jesus, sweetly sleep, do not stir, I will lend you a coat of fur, and we'll rock you, rock you, rock you, and we'll rock you, rock you, rock you. Darling, darling, little man. Could you feel my emotion hitting your heart? Could you feel it? And sensitive of you were moved to tears also. How many were moved to tears? So you are the sensitive ones. So see, when you do this in the second trimester, I'm just giving you an example. I mean, now at this age, I'm not trying for a spiritual child and all. I have my children and all. And Guru Mata's all way into Samadhi. So that is the second trimester of prenatal parenting. You should be responsible in prenatal parenting. If you relate, there have to be precautions that you don't have the child before the, and then the third semester is the third, second and first month. So then there's 1 month left. Then in that third semester, the trimester, then you pray at the physical level. You start meditating, you start doing your yoga, your Mahamudra, your Kriya Yoga, and your emotional bhajans, mixing in philosophic places, going to satsangs like this, meeting a Sadguru, sitting before him and asking him questions. Oh Sadguru, how may I get a spiritual child? That's what you should be doing. Of course, this may be your first, the first 10, 11, 9, 8, 7 or 3, 4, 6 or something, whatever it is. But after that, when you are totally prepared and merged into it, find an auspicious date. And then let there be this is the holiest communion that there can be between man and wife. There is no prayer greater than a spiritual man and wife relating together to form a spiritual child. It is the church and the mullahs and the pandits who have brought this sense of guilt and fear. For the man is God unto the woman, and the woman is the divine Shakti. But in that state, you have to relate as man and wife. And then when you relate on an auspicious day, they say there are days of relating also. You leave the first 6 days of your circadian rhythms, your menses, and on the 7th, 9th, 11th, 13th, 15th, 17th day, you get a spiritual baby girl. This is written in the Apastamba Graha Sutras and other spiritual texts of India, which the West knows nothing about. On 6 days you leave, and on even days you get a male child. Then Shiva has given the Shiv Swarodaya Shastra, that while you are in Congress, if you are sleeping on your left side, your right nostril will work. When your right nostril will work, the sun nostril, you will get a male child. Sleeping on the right side, your left nostril will work. When that works, you will get a female child. This is a very interesting subject that you brought up, and that's why I am prepared to open this, because you are all mature adults, and you would, if it's too late for some of us, we can educate our children and to tell them that instead of going around and raping innocent girls, what has happened in London is disgraceful. All the British, girls from UK have been raped in gardens, in public parks, and this thing. And these people were unvetted criminals who came in from other countries, and they did this disgraceful thing. Now they are, because the parents were fools, the government, the founding fathers were idiots. They did not keep a check. Democracy does not mean foolishness. It has to have amendments, and therefore people should engage and educate their people. Then when natal parenting comes, during natal parenting, after you have Congress, on every even day or odd day, whether you want a boy or a girl or you don't care, the child is born, the conception is taken place, and the zygote is formed. So the first trimester, you keep up with your meditation and chanting. You take the proper advice from the doctor. You take the proper diet. A healthy diet is important. Second trimester is 4th, 5th and 6th month. There the child develops more. You still go into your meditation, your devotion. Devotion is never left, and reading philosophic books. And then the third trimesters, the 7th, 8th and 9th month of the mother's pregnancy, where the child is most developed, and he can hear everything, he can do. But they say that a child, if he hears 3 days of knowledge in the womb of his mother, which he can hear, is equivalent to 3 years of knowledge, or 3 months, I don't remember, when he's outside as a little boy. So the education of the spiritual child goes on in the womb of the mother also. It goes on. That's why they have this famous saying, no, that the hand that rocks the cradle is the hand that rules the world. But like in the Middle East or West, I'm sorry to say this, if you treat women like chattel, if you disgrace women, if you dishonor them, they are the Shakti behind you. They are the inspiration behind you. That nation can never prosper. That religion will die. If you treat women like chattel and you cover their heads up and you don't let them breathe and you put them in chains, this is not the way. Because they are physically weaker, the ego should not take advantage. And therefore the repercussions for such countries is bad. That religion shall die and shall become extinct. The woman should be honored. By this I don't mean that the husband should make tea for her every day and bring it to the bed. She shouldn't be dancing on his head either, because he is Shiva. If she is Shakti, he is Shiva. So let him give the lady tea 6 times a day. Once a day you get a cup of tea and give it to him morning breakfast at bed breakfast. You can do that much. So let there be an equilibrium. After this, the child is born. But during the natal parenting of the child by both parents, in the womb of the child, the Dash avatars. How many of you have heard of the Dash avatars? The Kalki avatar, the Narsimha avatar. Those avatars are nothing to be trifled with. They are the stages of development of the zygote and the embryo and the fetus. As it develops in the womb of the mother, it takes different forms. First it is the form of a zygote, like a tailed fish or a tadpole. Then it becomes more like an amphibious, like a tortoise. Then it has a slight snout, like a wild boar or a lion. In the womb of the mother, that whole evolution is taking place. This is what I had noticed, and I have written it in my book. It says Wings to Freedom or the Lightning Standing Still, one of the books. So the whole human evolution from the beginning, the amphibious creature, to the present enlightened man, is played out in the womb of the mother. As in the cosmos, Pinda and the Brahmand. Brahmand is cosmos and the Pind is the womb. And then it grows more. But you see, at a certain stage of months, it has a tail. The human embryo has a little tail. Have you all seen the picture of the embryo in the womb of the mother? How many have seen that? Raise your hands. So when you see that, it has, and at that stage, the cub of a lion cub, or another amphibious animal cub, and the human are very, very similar. Then the human being evolves. In later stages, the tail is withdrawn in. That is the coccygeal tailbone. And then he is enlightened and is born as the evolved human being. But in the animal species, it is born at that stage where there is the tail. Then getting on to the postnatal. Postnatal parenting is as important. Prenatal, natal and postnatal. Again you have the first trimester, second trimester, third trimester. Please, mothers, be careful and look at the Indian texts. There are many texts which tell you about this. The Apastamba Graha Sutras, the Shiva Swarodaya Shastra, the Kama Sutras of Vatsyayan. Nothing bad. They educate and teach you to open up to what you actually are. So this is how you do it. There are prayers for it, and when the child is born after the 9th month or before that, the mother is dressed up like a queen. She is put on a swing. She has a crown of flowers on her head. So she is given all, even here they have these things called baby showers and this and that. I don't know much about that, but the woman is honored that she is bearing this child. If her psychology is happy, wherever through her psychology, mental telepathy, umbilical cord, it goes to the child and makes the child happy. And a healthy and happy child is born. So this is one of the most noble and purest and wonderful enterprises which parents should do. Spiritual parenting should be one of the main focal points in United States. And all grandmothers should tell their daughters-in-laws or their daughters or grandchildren to pray for spiritual children. And with this, I conclude the satsang. I am not going to go into more detail. Anandam Jnanaswarupam Nijabodharupam Yogendra Medium Bhavarogya Vaidyam Srimad Gurum Nityam Maham Bhajami. Om.